Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you my Simkar tube lamp F96T12 Slimline. I don't have just one, I have two of these fixtures, and I'm only going to show you one of them because they're pretty much the same, except this one. The only difference between this one and this one is I have changed the ballast in this fixture because the old one would not strike the lamps anymore, and the old ballast is an Advanced Mark III energy saver, and I will show you that right now. Okay, here's the ballast that came out of this fixture. Now, what happened is that I turned it on one day, and the tubes would not fire. One would just glow very dimly, and that's it. Also, when I first plugged the light in, the tubes would flash for like a second, and then one will go out and the other one will stay on, but very dimly. And that's because this particular ballast, these era of Advanced Mark III, this is from November of 19, let's see here, turn on this light. This is from November of 95. These advanced ballasts are very easy to date. So this would be, the top numbers will be the manufacturer date of your advanced ballasts. They're all the same. But anyway, as I was saying, these ballasts that were made between the early 80s to about mid to late 90s, these ballasts were prone to having crappy capacitors. They use these crappy dry film capacitors. And what happens is that over time, the foil that the capacitor is made out of, it usually arcs away, and that lowers the farad values, and which also lowers the lamp current. So you'll notice that the lamps will run at a dimmer brightness than normal, and then eventually the ballast will no longer start the lamps. That's what happened. That fixture over there is still running its original ballast just fine. And I have some spare ballasts for these two fixtures when they go bad. So I have two more magnetic ones, and I have two electronic ones, and they were given to me by a lighting gallery user named A-Lights. Anyway, so the ballast I put in this light is a brand new universal watt reducer, just like this one, but it's new old stock. This is from 1997, I believe. So this is from March 97. And these ballasts are a little bit different as far as the date codes. So this is C97. So that will be March of 1997, because C is the third letter of the alphabet, obviously. So this would be March of 1997. And then this ballast, I believe it's from either November or December of 2000. And we'll go ahead and open this fixture up and show you its ballast. Okay, here's the ballast. This is the ballast that's in this fixture. As you can see, I spliced the wires. I just cut the leads from the old ballast and just wired up the new leads to the existing wires that go to the sockets. So it can run F96T12. These are the 75 watts, and then these are the 60 watt energy savers, and it also can run F72T12 6-foot lamps. And this is a Slimline ballast. If I haven't, well, obviously it says Slimline ballast. It's pretty good. Although this ballast kind of starts with like a rapid start, so it probably outputs slightly less or open circuit voltage than the original ballast. Hopefully it's not the capacitor going weak on this thing. So, and that's one thing with Slimline ballasts: when the lamps fail and they rectify, and as soon as they rectify, you want to change the lamps as soon as possible, or else this ballast will overheat and the thermal protection will trip. So the light will flash, will cycle on and off occasionally, but eventually that thermal protection will trip or fail, and the ballast will just stay on, and eventually the lamps, if the lamp is left on the ballast and it's rectifying at the end of its life, it will eventually ruin your ballast. So that's one thing you gotta look for with these Slimline ballasts. So we'll put the cover back on and I'll show you in action. And one thing I want to show you is how you put these types of fluorescent lamps in. So on a fixture like this, you got your, so one end has your spring-loaded socket. So this would move, this would go in, spring-loaded. And then down here is your stationary end. This does not move. So what you do is you take one end of the lamp and push it against the spring-loaded side of the socket. And then you want to line the pin up with the hole and it goes in. Now these bulbs, lamps, just use a single pin. Much different from your standard medium bi-pin lamp. So again, you take one end of the lamp and push the spring-loaded side in, and then you want to make sure your brass pin lines up with the hole. Make sure it corresponds with the hole. Let go and it goes in. So that's how you install a Slimline fluorescent lamp in these fixtures. So now we're gonna fire it up. Okay, so here we go, fire up. It's this light right here. Now with these Slimlines, they come on instantly, so it's not very exciting. Although, like I said, this light does start like a rapid start for some reason. See, it just comes on. And like I said, it does rapid start sometimes. Should do it a couple more times. One more time. And there you go. So here are the lamps. They're just Philips Altos. And when I got these fixtures, they came with these. Let's see. This is awkward to get out. They came with these Philips Econowatt 60-watt energy saver lamps. Nothing wrong with them, but I wanted full power 75 or full wattage 75-watt lamps. So yeah, these are also from 1995, and I believe they are original to this fixture. And they don't appear to be used all that much. So that's that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video of my Simkar F96T12 Slimline strip light fixtures. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment down below and don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Peace.